All right, Jahmi'us, thanks for hopping on with us today and answering some questions about the draft process. Obviously, things are a little bit different this year with stay at home and things like that. When you're interviewing with teams, what is it you're most trying to convey to teams at the moment about who you are as a player without having the ability to kind of do a traditional workout?
Just that I understand what it takes to be a pro. Being out here at Texas Tech has helped me out with that a lot. We call it the process. There's individual work, film study, weights, practice, being on time, being early, just the whole spiel.
What have you done to kind of obviously gym, weight room? You've been kind of have to get creative right now during this process to stay in shape.
Yes, sir. I've come back to Texas Tech about a month and a half ago. Just basically getting back to the process. Those things I listed: feel the body, stay in the gym, get your work in, balance. You gotta have everything. You can't just play basketball all the time. You gotta have a separator, video games, or whatever.
You just wrapped up your first season at Texas Tech. You finished as the Big 12 Freshman of the Year. When you look back, what was your kind of biggest takeaway with your season there?
Biggest takeaway, I feel like we could have had a better season. I don't think we reached our peak. I honestly feel like we were about to in the tournament, but that got taken away or whatever. But if I could redo it, obviously I would want to win a couple more games, but you can't. But I feel like we had a good season as far as knowing what it takes, but we didn't really get it done as like we wanted to. But if we could redo it, I feel like we'll get it done.
Now, the year before, Texas Tech obviously made the national championship game. You guys lost a bunch of seniors and Jarrett Culver to the draft. I think last year you had something like 10 freshmen and sophomores. Kind of being, I think, 4 or 5-star recruit that you were, did you feel like you had to take on a little bit more of a leadership role with such a young team?
Definitely. Maybe not vocally. We left that up kind of to the grad transfers and Moretti, junior. But definitely, like, as far as working, work ethic, just producing on the court, leading by example.
You were a 43% three-point shooter last season. Obviously, shooting is a premium in the NBA. Was that something you kind of always been really good at, or is it something that you really tried to work on going into your freshman year?
I worked hard on it. I feel like I always could shoot. Maybe not considered a shooter, but I worked hard, really hard to become, I guess, a shooter at 43%. But I feel like I've always been able to shoot.
Looking at your stats, your score, rebounder, facilitate, steal. Seems like you can do a little bit of everything. What's something about your game that you think gets overlooked sometimes?
My ability to pass. I feel like that's overlooked. Being able to create for others, obviously, but I feel like actually making the pass, delivering it where you can get it off, putting people in the right position. So passing.
Looking at the Charlotte Hornets franchise, obviously taking a little bit of a youth development, playing a lot of younger guys, first, second, third-year guys in the league. What do you know about this franchise, and how could you see yourself potentially fitting in with the organization if this is indeed where you end up landing?
I feel like I can come in and be a primary ball handler or secondary ball handler, whichever they need. I feel like my game would fit well with the NBA style, open court, creating your own shot, making the corner three, getting down into the guts of the defense, making the right read. I feel like I'll fit well with them.